Good morning students. Today's session we discuss about leadership styles. Leadership styles. In previous classes we already discussed about who is leader, what is leadership. Who is leader? The person who influences others is called as leader. I already told that here the keyword is influence. Leader always influencing his subordinates. So, what is leadership? Leadership may be viewed as the relationship between leader and his subordinates. Here, why this relationship arises? Because of this relationship arises because of the leader and subordinates working it together to achieve a common goal. So, now coming to the leadership styles. What are the leadership styles? Today's session I would like to be explain about what are different styles of leaders. What are the different styles of leadership and in what situations these leadership styles are suitable and about their suitabilities and what are the advantages and disadvantages of leadership styles and about what are the factors affecting different leadership styles. What are the factors affecting different leadership styles? So, firstly, what is leadership style? What is style? A manner or a behavior. Style means a way of behavior, way of manner. Here, different persons contains different styles. And different leaders contains different styles, different behaviors, different manners. We already know that. Leaders influences people. Leader influences his subordinates. Leaders dealing with much more persons. So here leader contains a different style. Each leader contains a different style. So these styles are coming from their own way or different situations. So which style is suitable for different organizations? So what is leadership styles? What is leadership style? Write down students. Leadership style refers to an outlook and behavior of leader, particularly towards his subordinates and his team members. Write down students. What is leadership style? Leadership style refers to an outlook. Whose outlook? And leaders' outlook. Leaders' manner. Leaders' behavior. And behavior. Leaders' behavior. Particularly towards his subordinates. And particularly related to his subordinates or colleagues or management. And his team members. Team members means subordinates of the leader, management, all other organizational persons or the team members. So here leadership style refers to an outlook and behavior of leader, particularly towards to his subordinates and his colleagues or team members. So leadership behavior means leader's manner, leader's behavior, how leader behaves, how leader working with people, how leader treats his subordinates, how leader works with people. So here we understand about leadership style. Leadership style may be a essential trait to every leader. Every leader contains different styles. These styles have come from their own way. So which type of leadership style is suitable for different organizations? Different styles are suitable to different organizations. For example, leaders are so many types. Business leaders and political leaders and also army, different organizations and service sectors. Different leaders are in different sectors. We're talking about army side. So here decisions are very fastness. Decisions are very crucial. Decisions are very effectively worked. So here army leaders have different from business leaders. In business leaders are always trying to achieve profits, always trying to getting profits, always trying to getting good position or number one position. So here different leaders contains different styles by the way of their behavior, by the way of their manner. So coming to the topic, leadership style. So in what way leader behaves with his subordinates? In what way leader assigns works to subordinates? In what way leader orders to the subordinates? In what way leader assigning works is his style of leadership. So now coming to different styles of leadership. There is so many styles of leadership. I would like to explain some four important leadership styles. These are the four important leadership styles. Please write down, students. The first one is different styles of leadership. The first leadership style is autocratic leadership style. Autocratic leadership style. Autocratic leadership style, also called as authoritarian leadership style. Autocratic leaders always behaves as authoritarians. They put decisions himself. They take decisions themselves. Here the decision making is centralized only with the leader. Autocratic leader always take decisions in their own way. In autocratic leadership style, autocratic leaders are authoritarian leaders are work with their subordinates as superior persons. And what are the advantages and disadvantages of autocratic leadership? First, advantages of autocratic leadership style. Firstly, we discuss about advantages of autocratic leadership style. What are the advantages? We already told them. Autocratic leader take decisions himself. Autocratic leader always take decisions himself, and he never getting suggestions from his subordinates. He never give chance to his subordinates in decisions or work or anything. He only orders them, and he also consists that he subordinate mustly obey his orders. He only orders them to work and get result. This is autocratic leading. Here, what are the advantages of autocratic leading? First one is fastness in work. Fastness in work. In autocratic leadership, all decision making is centralized. All the powers are related to only leader. So here, when taking decisions in autocratic leadership, leader never asking subordinates suggestions, or leader never asking their information. So in autocratic leadership, leader always maker of decision maker. So here autocratic leader take only decision. So in autocratic leadership, work was fastly done, and we decision making. Next one is quick decision making. We already told that. In autocratic leadership, leader only centralizes the decision making process. He only takes decisions in all situations. So he is the only man to take decisions. So decisions, but needed situations, in any situation, leader take decisions in quickly. So next one is advantage of autocratic leadership: control over members. Who are the members? Followers of the leader or subordinates of the leader. Here, autocratic leader always controlling over the among the members, because he orders them. He orders them to work. He orders them to achieve goals. He orders them always work. So here, autocratic leader have control among members. And next one is discipline. Autocratic leader has discipline. Autocratic leader always discipline, and he always wants to his subordinates disciplined manner. So discipline among team members. Here, subordinates working with the decisions of leader. Subordinates working with the decisions, which decisions are taken by the leader. So always subordinates doing what the leader told. So here discipline among team members will be used. Next one is the next advantage of autocratic leadership is, here in autocratic leadership, leader only take decisions and leader always control over his team members, and also he doing things right, and he also doing things from his subordinates strength. So here autocratic leader putting decisions and autocratic leader orders his subordinates. So he always giving suggestions and he always order them to work only. So here subordinates knows what they are doing. And in organization, what work will be doing. All leader and subordinate knows what work will be doing. Here subordinates knows what work is doing. Knows what they doing. These are the advantages of autocratic leadership. So coming to what are the disadvantages of autocratic leadership? Disadvantages of autocratic leadership style. What are the disadvantages? We already told that autocratic leader took decisions his own way. Autocratic leader centralizes the decision making power. No, here subordinates misses their chances. Subordinates misses their opportunities. So this means subordinates always doing what the leader told. Here subordinates can't do with their ideas, with their opinions. This means subordinate misses opportunities. done by subordinates. Because of autocratic leader always taking patience and giving work to subordinates and order them done work. So here fear about work and fear about leader and also fear about organization will arise because of this type of leadership. Here he is the authoritarian. So his authority makes them fear or frustrating. His authority makes them fear or frustrating. And also autocratic leader take decisions with his own manner. Now, what are the disadvantages of autocratic leader? Here, subordinate misses opportunities, subordinates fear about work tensions, and some tension situations are arising. Some tensionable situations are arising. And autocratic leadership is not suitable in all situations. And autocratic leadership is not works well in all situations. The best example for autocratic leader is Martha Stewart. The best example for autocratic leader is Martha Stewart. So, coming to the next type of style. Coming to the next type of style. Democratic leadership style. Democratic leadership style. This is completely variation from autocratic leadership style. So democratic leaders also called as participative leaders. Democratic leaders also called as participative leaders. Here, democratic leaders are always actively participating in work in all activities. Democratic leaders always participating in work in all other activities by taking suggestions from his employees. Democratic leader gives chances to his subordinates in taking decisions, in workflows, in organization matters and others. So, democratic leader works actively and works with efficiency and with the help of his subordinates. He giving helping hand to his subordinates in taking decisions, in working as different situations, work situations and so on. So, democratic leader always getting suggestions from his subordinates. Democratic leader works actively and in all other activities and with the help of his subordinates. So, democratic leader is completely different from autocratic leader. So, what are the advantages and disadvantages of democratic leader? The first we discuss about advantages of democratic leader. Advantages of democratic leader. What are the advantages of democratic leader? Here, democratic leader always getting suggestions from his subordinates and he always trying to convince his subordinates and he always encouraging and motivating subordinates work and he also actively participates. He works together to his subordinates. He works together to his subordinates. So here employee or follower and leader work towards to achieve a common goal. So here democratic leader working with his subordinates effectively. So what will happen? Good relations are maintained. Good relationship with his subordinates. Democratic leader maintains good relationship with his subordinates. And the second advantage of democratic leadership style is good work environment. environment will be created. And next one is high performance. And another advantage from democratic leadership is high performance. Here, subordinates getting chances in decision makings. Subordinates getting chances in organizational matters. So, subordinates also working actively and by the support of his her lead. So, subordinate getting chances in decision making. So, subordinates uses their mental power, subordinates uses their work power, will power, and also their creativities in organizational matters and also in decision making. So, they are discussing about different problems and they are discussing about different situations, and they all are taking decisions which is the suitable for this situation, which is the suitable for this problem. So they all are working towards to achieve a common goal by working towards each other. So here the high performances are performed. High performance and high results are getting in the organization. And next one is increasing creativity. Increasing creativity. Here, democratic leaders always helping to his subordinates. So, subordinates getting chances in organizational matters. So, they use their mental power, they use their educational skills, technical skills, their all skills. So, here, who are the subordinates? Who are the subordinates will create uses their powers and uses their thoughts effectively. So creativities are increasing. And coming to disadvantages of democratic leadership style. Disadvantages. What are the disadvantages of democratic leader? Here, democratic leader always taking suggestions from his subordinates. So, when quicker decision making, when organization need to take decisions quickly, democratic leadership will be fails, because here he always depends upon his subordinates. He always using subordinates' help. So decisions are slowly taken. So decisions are not quickly taken. Slow decision making or low decision making. And also here democratic leader working with their subordinates, and democratic leader always depends upon his subordinates. Okay? So here more dependence will happen. These are the disadvantages of democratic leadership style. And coming to third type of leadership style. This is participative leadership style. Participative leadership style. Participative leadership style means here the participative leader always works with his employees. And the participative leaders are not working actively in organizations. Participative leader giving suggestions, and participative leader directing subordinates, and how work will do, how results will working properly with subordinates. When request is needed, when the situation is needed, the subordinate asks participative leader to perform in this organization. Another type of leadership style is transformational leadership style. Transformational leadership style. Transformational leadership style means transformational leader works with teams to identify needed change. Creating a vision to guide the change through inspiration. Here, the transformational leader works with the teams. Of course, all leaders working with teams, but transformational leaders working with teams to identify needed change. Here, transformational leaders are not actively participating in organizational activities. They identify needed change and what change will be used, what change will be effective, and creating a vision to guide the change through inspiration. By these inspirations, transformational leaders guide them to change through their inspirations. This is called as transformational leadership style. What are the advantages of transformational leadership style? Advantages. Advantages of transformational leadership style. Balanced goals. Here, transformational leaders put their trust among his followers, among his subordinates. So, subordinates trying to get good results by support of transformational leader. So, here we observe balanced goals. Subordinates and leaders are communicating each other and getting information each other, and what are the changes required and how to perform tasks. By this way, they balance goals effectively. And another one is vision focus. Vision focus. In transformational leadership, leaders are vision focused by giving suggestions to their subordinates, by giving effective suggestions to their workers. Here, the subordinates are effective subordinates because leader gives all powers, leader gives all directions, leader gives all decision making activities to subordinates. So here all activities are vision focused. So next one is communication. By the way of effective communication, we must get good results. We already know that. In transformational leadership, leader and subordinates are always communicate each other and always in friendly nature and always in right manners. Their performances are high range and their goals are, they achieve goals in high range. They want to be success always. So here communication helps to subordinates and leader by exchange of ideas, by in assigning works and how the works done. And another one is disadvantages of transformational leadership style. Here all work was done by only subordinates. So subordinates feel stressful and always subordinates are tension feel, and it is not suitable in at the beginning situations of organizations. This type of leadership style is not suitable in the beginning stage of organizations. These are the disadvantages of transformational leadership style. Now coming to the next leadership style. leadership style. Laissez-faire. Laissez-faire leadership style. Laissez-faire leadership style also called as hands-off style. Here all the directions, all the decisions are taken only by subordinates. Here leader not actively participating and no authorities will be implied on subordinates. No suggestions given to the subordinates. No demands given to the subordinates. Here laissez-faire leader behaves as hands-off style. So laissez-faire leader behaves like hands-off style. So here all decisions are taken by subordinates. All other activities are done by subordinates in any situation. What are the advantages of laissez-faire leadership style? Creates personal supervision. Here, subordinates took decisions in all situations. So, it implies to create personal supervision about work, about tasks. And next advantage of laissez-faire leadership style is supporting systems. Supporting system, organization systems, leaders' behavior, anyway. By the use of supporting systems, the subordinates may took decisions effectively. Subordinates may took decisions freely. Here, subordinates works in free conditions, in a friendly atmosphere, friendly working conditions. So here, subordinates feel stressless, and subordinates feels organization is ours. Organizational profits is ours, and when organization get good results, we get also good results. These are the advantages of laissez-faire leadership style. And disadvantages of laissez-faire leadership style is lack of authority. Lack of authority. Lack of authority. Without authority, we can't know how much work will be done. Here, not suitable for accountability of work. So here, subordinates feel sometimes stressful because all decisions taken by subordinates in different situations, in different kinds of situations. When a critical situation arises, subordinates doesn't know how to behave, how to take decisions. Here the support of leader is missing. So here laissez-faire leadership style will fail. These are the disadvantages of laissez-faire leadership style. The best example for laissez-faire leadership style is Warren Buffett. So students, these are the different styles of leadership styles. Different types of leadership styles. So here we observe that different leaders may access different styles. Leaders may act in different ways. Leadership style is a manner of leader. The leader how influences people. Here, which leadership style is useful in two organizations. Different organizations use different type of leadership styles. Different leaders may get different type of leadership styles. Which is the best style of leadership? We can't say that. Because in different situations, different leadership styles are needed. I give an example here. We know the carpenter. Carpenter have a toolbox. So in this toolbox, he have some different types of tools to work. different tool is used for different work. So here leaders are working with different personalities, different working conditions, different atmospheres and different persons. So here how carpenter uses tools to different works, leader also use different styles in different situations. It is these are the leadership styles. And how carpenter uses different tools for different work, and leader also uses different styles for different situations. Here leader inspires the people, leader guiding the people, leader motivating the people. Which people? Subordinates, followers, management and all other people. So how do we know which type of leadership is suitable for in this situation? It is acquired through experience of leaders. Experience may get more effectively working conditions. Experience makes them perfect workers. So with the help of experience, with the help of organizational structures, with the help of organization size, leaders may achieve different. So here different organizations contains different goals. When coming to business organizations, we discuss about only business leadership. When coming to business leadership, when coming to business organizations, business organization always want to be a good position in market and wants getting profits. And coming to the political leaders, political leader wants to win the position or get society name and fame. So here we clearly observe that different leaders may get different style. So these styles means manner of leaders, way of behavior of leaders. So here we observe that different leadership styles are suitable for different situations. It is the different styles of leadership. Okay students, please write down these points and do well. All the best. Thank you.